So no longer does cinema exist from traditional sources, but now it belongs to you and me, right here on YouTube.
And then she was gone. I was crestfallen. You know, she shows up 2 weeks.
I'm starting a new series called Let's Build Art Together. And it's all things cinematic, not Hollywood movies, not big budget stuff, approachable stuff anybody can learn. Bringing whatever level you're at to something amazing, something inspiring, something moving, encouraging you to tell your story. Why? Because your story is unique. It's unique to yourself, and we need this more than ever on YouTube. So in this episode, I want to show you 6 ideas that will inspire you to go out and try something unique and creative. This first one is a narrative short film I'm shooting for at Fiorella Storm. You need a willing actor to fall into the frigid water and act like it's not cold. To get that blue turquoise tint on her face, I use this RGB light plugged into a $200 Jackery. Just set up right outside of the view of the camera, right on the beach. So the camera I'm using is a Blackmagic 4K in a small rig setup with the top handle, you know, to give it a little bit of that sort of natural shaky look. The lens is an 18mm Sigma at about 1260 ISO. And yes, I'm either kneeling or standing in the water, no shoes, just board shorts. And for those shots where she's getting pulled back into the ocean, I have somebody pulling her legs, also getting wet. Okay, moving on to number 2. So maybe you want to make cinematic travel films. Here's one of my favorite ones shot in California at the Redwoods.
Calling out, it's all you trust. Right now, you jump the gun.
Everything's shot at 60 frames per second to give it that super rich looking feel.
Calling out, can you light the spark to come out of the dark like the last time?
Sort of a mixture of tripod and handheld with gimbal shots. This camping trip encompasses everything good about camping. Good food, good drink, good smoke, beautiful fire.
Yeah. Ooh, we knew that day. Yeah, we knew that day. Ooh, we knew that day. falling blind to the open air. Trust the fool.
Living the good life. Okay, number 3. I realize this one might be out of reach for most people. You need a farm. You need a John Deere tractor. I think the filming in the story could still apply. So in this story, you have a farmer and his faithful companion, Peter. Pete gets lost and the farmer's crushed. Only to see Pete cruising down the road driving the tractor. Get this shot was a little bit tricky. We set the tractor on a very low gear. You know, it will basically run without pushing the pedal down. You could see me on the floor here in this shot, like feeding the dog on the steering wheel to keep him upright, keep his paws on the wheel. This kind of stuff is so fun creating. I love this kind of coming up with weird stuff like this. I love this. Okay, number 4 and 5 are just 2 shots I absolutely love. These are some of my favorites. I don't know why, but the first one is this short film called Jackie and Tony. Blackmagic camera on a gimbal with a wide 12mm lens. Tony is the father, obviously. I'm the son. Shot right down in downtown LA with a real homeless person in the background because you get what you get when you're filming in downtown LA. Like, it's never going to be perfect. But this actually, the homeless person actually, I know, added something to it. It's kind of funny. We pulled the bench out of my van and just stuck it right there in the parking lot. I love the performances we gave. I'm not a trained actor, nor do I want to be a professional actor. So I have nothing to lose. It's just pure fun for me.
Is it toasted?
Yes, Pop, it's toasted.
Did they put Swiss?
Oh, Pop, I know your feelings about Swiss.
Is there ketchup?
Who puts ketchup on a sandwich? No, Dad, there's no fucking ketchup.
Where's my girl, JJ?
She's getting on my nerves.
Well, you know, when I was about 9, maybe 6, my dad brought home a dog that he hit on his way home from work, you know? And there was a little fur on the bumper and a little blood. Nothing too serious, but I really fell in love with this dog. And she slept with me the first few nights. And then she was gone. I was crestfallen. You know, she shows up 2 weeks later, knocked up, and she has these 4 little pups. The first one I named Lucy. Part collie, part I don't know what. And she became my dog. Lucy was loyal. Unlike her mother, who eventually disappeared for good.
Yeah, Pop. I know the story about Mom. I know it better than you do. There we go. A second shot that I absolutely love from same short film. Just absolutely perfect day. We drove out not knowing what kind of weather it was going to have, if it was going to be cloudy in the morning. Palm waves, the water was warm, it was clear, just sunny. It was just a miracle of a day. Shot right into the sun to give it that silhouette look. Blackmagic 12mm lens on a gimbal. Everything came together. Moving on to number 6. Maybe action films are your thing. Very simple setup. Blackmagic camera on a gimbal with a 12mm wide lens. Me riding on the skateboard in front of the subject. Camera on the gimbal, almost hitting the floor really low. Kind of tricky if you don't know how to ride a skateboard. We found a super smooth sidewalk right in front of downtown LA Cop Shop with the historic LA Times building in the background and the quintessential California palm trees lining the street. Beautiful.
No need to guess, no riddle. I felt blessed when the flex went civil. And this year, man, I wanna see it triple. Pray more, say less, that's official. It made me walk or the talk like it's minor. One call and it's like tear my eyes up. You thought Gucci would bless your life up. My kind of drips from a different designer. New style and I love it. Man, I'm jetting off quick with the cuzzy. When they set new heights, we fly above it. It's a miracle, you see the way it's hit the ground running up. He don't set my...
The first take, she was just cruising kind of straight, mellow. And I was like, I need some more action, more, get into it. And this is the final product. I have her doing these kind of squirrely zigzag.
Pace, no when I meet, no one time flex on a bass and melody. Oh, that's my life, that's right, that's LV. I'm a big blessing, right, for the legacy. I'm blessed. Too real, this ain't metaphoric. I'm blessed.
So double down on what you're good at. And don't focus on what you're not good at, because you don't have enough time to get good at something that you're not good at. Just focus on what you're good at and sharpen those blades until they're like razor sharp. And remember, you're free to do whatever the hell you want. Let me give you an example. AFI's 100 best movies of all time. The #1 movie is Citizen Kane. And you know why? Because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. You can watch interviews with Orson Welles, and he'll say the very same thing, that he came from theater and made his first movie, and he didn't have any limitations. He didn't have the voices or the schooling telling him, you can't do this or you can't do that, or this is the way things need to be done in Hollywood. He did things completely abnormal. He innovated how he imagined the story would feel and look. I'll leave you with that until the next Let's Build Art Together series. This is going to continue. Thanks for watching.